We'll begin today sitting with a little bit of height. We have a ball. Any small object would do. But if you'll bring your hands together in a prayer position and just bear down, then you'll find the rebound energy, the awareness of sitting with a little bit of extension. The legs turn on. The inner awareness calls us to breath. And while you keep your hands with the ball, as they react to the ball, turn the palms up. And whether you choose to rest your hands there or to bear into the ball, draw the shoulder blades down and back, lengthen through the back of the neck. And just breathe. As you turn the palms down, allow your hands a slight pushing down and forward, dropping the heels of your hands. Notice the reaction in the shoulders and in the rib cage. Roll the ball slightly forward so your hands have the opportunity to pull back, fingertips pull back. And again, the effect of leverage on rib cage and breath. Taking the time now to bring the hands back to the original position. Bear slightly in. Sit at your tallest spine. And invite what might unfold that our awareness guides. Let us begin. All right. So we'll start first with the other leg in front. Other leg in front. And we'll park one hand at the ball, take the other arm behind us. And at first it is just a bearing down. And as you bear down, something familiar, we're going to bear down and we're going to tug against so that we affect a little bit more rotation. And this comes in a really easy way just because of the shape of the ball, but it comes in a tricky way as well because of the shape of the ball. We'll come back to the side. We'll change the angle before we give it away. We'll release the back hand, keep the rotation, and then roll forward, reach into the back arm, reach into the front arm, and staying here, come around. Reach both arms forward and just notice the difference. And inhale, come on up. Let's switch. I want to start in this upright position, create a little bit of rotation, and bear down. Swinging that back arm around, bearing down, and coming up. One leg is going to stay, the other leg turns out. That back leg that turns out, we want to pull it in more to a hero leg. And we're going to use the ball to, again, fold and twist. So I'm moving away from my feet. If you turn to the right, put your right hand down. And vice versa, and then come and go, reach, bear down. And with each pass, the idea is to roll the ball a little bit further. I'm going to encourage that if you want a little bit more, that you keep walking yourself a little further around so that you change the angle of the rotation. We did this in our warm-up when we were tipping forward. The idea was a little bit of a push-up position with the ball underneath one hand. Connecting the dots. All right, we know where we're going now. Come to center. Park your ball between your feet. Hold on. Sit tall. This does help. The release of the inner thighs is going to help us with rotation. So here we go. I want to turn, and as I turn, as I pull that foot in, the idea is to embrace that we're on the outer thigh. We are not at the sitting bone, and I'm trying to pull the sitting bones toward each other. Okay, so here we go. Coming and going. You could keep this. You could add more rotation. One more. Beautiful. So as we come out of the twist, we want to maintain some length in the torso. We're going to put the ball behind us and rest our shoulder blades on. The hands are going to catch the head, the back of the neck laced, and we've been here before. The idea is traction for the neck. With each pass that you drop back, we have a supported rib cage, and we're just focused on the mobility that we're inviting. Exhale and curl up. To keep adding variety, consider bringing your elbows toward each other, parallel to each other, and use the forearms, not just the hands, to traction and drop back. Notice how this is very similar to where your arms are typically placed in dolphin, in headstand, in peacock pose, especially as we drop back, that becomes our peacock pose, right? The floor would be underneath the forearms. We'll try that one more time. So again, the idea is variety. I'm going to plant my feet and take the elbows wide. And this time, I want to bring one shin so that it is parallel to the floor. And the resolve is to keep the elbows wide. And I want to rotate and aim the elbow toward that knee. I'm turning the entire upper body and then coming back. So it becomes more of an isolating, right? Oblique isolating. All right. So if you're really happy with the idea of getting closer, you're welcome to do that. That means the leg would do the work and the elbow would do the work. But if you can hold it here nice and wide, you might get a little bit more out of it. And then slowly come on down. We know where we're going now. Here comes the shin. And we're turning the upper body, elbows wide. Nice to have the support. Take your time. When you're done, curl up and sit. Make this adjustment, please. We're adding the blanket underneath the pelvis. It doesn't matter how thick it is, how dense it is, how much you folded it. And then come and rest. As you rest, park the ball underneath the rib cage and prop up. So the hand in front is going to slide forward, and the idea is to rock the entire upper body and just to kind of lean in, lean in. If you know yourself that, taking on this side bend, and here, come on back, we're going to add on. But if you find that you're able to tolerate resting your head or resting your head at the block, then as you lean in, you can bring the temple toward the floor. And as you inhale and come back up, bring your elbow in and think about the rotation in the other direction. Reach back with the arm, look back with your head, reach the top knee forward so you're not dropping the pelvis. We're going to just do that one more time. So exhale and come on in. Decide how far you're going, where your head is going. And before you give this away, take the arms straight up toward the ceiling. And then take it overhead, because over time we'll work way over here in the side bend. Nice. All right, let's do all of that on the other side. We have in between things to do, but we want to even up. So the first thing is to find where to place this ball. And then take on that first pass. Just check it out. And then the position of the head that you really want. And come again. Lean and rotate. And take the arm up and back. Reach the top knee forward. Come again. Our next destination is to roll onto our back. Make any micro adjustments you need and come and rest. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and roll to one side. Press up and sit. Bring your hands to your heart. May this feeling of being open continue into your day. Namaste. Good practice.